with it being a new year and so forth, people have ambitions and goals and inspirations of things that they want to accomplish this year. It's very, very important to get off on the right foot. I say this all the time. Getting off on the right foot is like, coming out of the 100-meter sprint, blasting with a great start. If you have a good start, more than likely, you're going to have an opportunity to compete in that race. You're going to have an opportunity to win that race. And now it's an important time for you to look at your goals, what you're looking to accomplish in 2022, talk to the right people, get into the right networks to surround yourself with people who are going to support you to get there, but also so you can get some guidance if there isn't a lot of clarity within your life at this point in time either. So 2022 is a perfect way. And since it's early, it's only 8 days within the year. If you guys need coaching, go ahead, book a coaching session. If you guys want to be part of the Patreon, go ahead and be a part of the Patreon, where you are around a lot of great people who are on their way to getting it done, ladder climbers. So the coaching calls this week was absolutely phenomenal. One coaching call I want to talk to you guys about because I think it's important, and I like to share this quite often. When you are in your career and you're looking to gain some visibility, become that subject matter expert, or become that person who is going to get to the next level, you need to have a lot of visibility, right? A lot of times we're in our roles and it's 2022 now, right? We're like, we want to get some money. We want to get more money. We're doing good. We don't know what we're doing, know how we're doing within the organization. So it is very important, if you want to correct that, to know how you're doing, but also to know how you can become the subject matter expert or get to the next level if you want to climb the ladder to become a manager and so forth. I've had 2 or 3 calls this week on how to do so. And many of you know how to do it, especially if you grew up playing sports, if you was a youngin playing some sort of sports or some organizations, or you would try to become part of a chess club or whatever it is. Many of you already know how to do it. It just, you need to re-trigger that on how to get yourself positioned in order for you to get the visibility that you want. It is important for us to have the level of visibility within your organization if we want to get the money, if we want to get to the bag. So one of my calls, the young gentleman was asking, what is it that he can do in order for him to become the subject matter expert. It's important to become the subject matter expert to him. So you have to think about it from this aspect of it. Okay, well, who are you reporting into? He was reporting into the vice president of the organization, the vice president of data engineering. And I said, okay, well, how often do you talk to him? Well, Antoine, we have a stand-up on every Friday. I talked about what the things I'm doing, but it's amongst the entire group of, 13 other individuals that's in that organization. So everybody gets to hear what's going on with him and so forth. And, there hasn't been anything that was, negative ever projected towards him. Everybody likes him and so forth. So he only has a week or a monthly one-on-one with this gentleman as well, too. And in those one-on-ones, it's really relatively quick because it's like, a good, 6 or 7 minutes and so forth. And I said, well, first of all, one-on-ones need to be a little bit longer. Typically, a one-on-one needs to be around 30 minutes long, right? And a good manager should know that. A one-on-one should be about 30 minutes long. Why should a one-on-one be 30 minutes long? Because first of all, when you go to a one-on-one, you want to open and have an introduction into what you guys did that weekend or that prior week and just get some personal time in. Hey, you know what? What did you do this weekend? What did you do with your family? What did you do with your friends and so forth? That typically should take about, 5 to 10 minutes. Then you want to spend about 10 minutes yourself as the person who's coming in that one-on-one, talking to your manager. You want to spend about 10 minutes yourself getting an opportunity to talk, ask questions and so forth. And then you want to spend another 10 minutes getting a little bit of feedback. You want to spend a little bit of 10 minutes, the last 10 minutes getting some feedback from your manager. So if you're only doing a 7-minute one-on-one or a 3-minute one-on-one, there's not much that's being accomplished. So I want you guys to think about this. If you're on your path to wanting to get the visibility with the leaders that you need to get the visibility from and the people who can help you climb the ladder and get you to the next position, think about how you can reorganize your one-on-ones. And it should be around 30 minutes. And I say that they need to be on a weekly basis. It should be on a weekly basis. So make sure that you set up a weekly reoccurring one-on-one with your manager. And if this is the first time, it's probably going to be awkward because he's going to be, okay, well, why do you want to do a weekly one-on-one? Well, in your next one-on-one that you have with him, say, hey, you know what? Do you mind if we turn this into a weekly one-on-one? He's going to ask why. Well, because, it's 2022. I want to do more within my career. I have goals and ambitions, and I want to talk to you about that. And I want to stay on path to getting there. And I think you can help me do that. Oh, okay. That's perfect, Antoine. It's perfect. Absolutely. We can do a weekly one-on-one. Put it on my calendar for Monday. You go into that Monday meeting and you talk about what you want to do within your career. It's 2022. I want to become a machine learning expert, right? I want to become XYZ. I'm doing this certification right now. You come into that meeting on that Monday with your boss or whoever it is, shoot the breeze, good 3 to 4 minutes. Hey, how was your weekend? What'd you guys do? Did you eat good? You watch this game? Yada, yada, yada. And then you jump into what it is that you want to talk about. Hey, Mark, I'm taking this machine learning certification right now. I'm really interested into becoming a data engineer, a machine learning expert. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm actually getting my master's as well, too. I know that's not the skill sets that I'm going to be using in this organization at this point in time or in this role that I'm in. But that's what I'm doing. What do you know about this? What do you know about this? What do you know about this? How did you get to your position? Also, you need to say, okay, well, you know what? I'm in this position right now as a junior level data engineer. What is it that's going to allow for me to get to that senior level data engineer? What is going to allow me to get to that team lead? Ask Mark all these questions, and he should be able to give you some of these answers. Some of the answers are going to be, this is what he thinks. But what you need to do is you need to objectify it. Make sure that you guys objectify it. It needs to be something that is written down in a number format so that you can track to that. Something that you can measure on a weekly basis to report on it to see if you're achieving those goals. You do that. It's kind of like, you know how you played sports, right? And for many of you guys, if you didn't play sports, I think you would probably understand it. Okay, let's just say you're starting to play basketball. You have a coach, assistant coach, and so forth. You may not be a starter right away, right? But some of the things that you can do in order for you to get to a starter is to put in the extra work. Start talking to the coach. Hey, you know what, coach? Like, what is it that I could be doing on the outside of practice that's going to make me a little bit better? Hey, what drills do you want me to run? In this situation, how would you handle this? Hey, I'm watching this tape right now. What is it that you see in here? How should I have thought about this in this play when I got in there? Or how should he have thought about that play when he was in the game? Gaining that level of trust, gaining that level of visibility, gaining that level of understanding. And you do that with your coach long enough, they're going to be like, I trust this guy. He's doing the work. He's putting in the extra work after hours. He's learning. He's training himself. He's doing all the necessary details. It's the same exact way in the corporate world as well, too, in gaining visibility in what you want to do, as well as getting people understanding what you want to do as well, too. It's very important if you want to get to that next level. It's very important you want to get to the bag. So that's what many of the calls were this week, was just really helping people to position themselves to continue to excel in their career. You know, you start talking about that you want to become a machine learning expert to your manager, your VP, anything that comes up about machine learning, you're going to be like, oh, I know somebody who's an expert. It's Jacob. It's Antoine. He's taking the classes right now. He's a certification. Go ask him. He has that skill set. Anything that comes in his mind is going to constantly bring back him to want to pull your name out of the hat, give you extra opportunities. It's important, guys. It's important. It's important. It's important. So I had many coaching calls this week, lining people up so that they can have success in 2022. Guys, if you need that assistance, go ahead and book your session. Many of you who are Patreon members, you guys know how to reach out to me. Go ahead and send me a text message so we can get talking about it and so forth. But it's 2022, no excuses in 2022. So that's what I wanted to talk about initially, guys. Let's see who's all in the house. We got Brother Doug's in it. We got Brother PBO in the house. What is up, chat? Brother PBO's in the house. I appreciate you, brother. We got Brother Doug in the house as well. Salute Black Heist in chat, working and listening, getting it done, Brother Doug, getting it done. Kristen says, good morning, Miss Wade, and what's good, PBO? Miss Wade is in the house. She said, good morning. Travis in the house. My brother Travis in the house, coming all the way from Houston. Brother Travis in the house, coffee and Black Heights. Good morning. I appreciate you, Brother Travis. Travis, dope, man. Travis is absolutely dope. He's getting his master's right now in management information systems, geography major. got his undergrad, got into tech. Now he's doing geography information systems down there in Houston, just rocking it out. Got twins, bought a new house, getting it done. Great gentleman, great, absolute gentleman. Good to see you, Travis, as well this morning. BLOC coming to us from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Man, we were just all up in Wisconsin. Matter of fact, we're still here in Waukesha right now. We battled COVID, so we're going to be taking our trip. We're cutting our trip short. So, of course, we're leaving today. But thank you so much for the super chat, BLLC. Peace to the family. I appreciate you, man, for the $4.99 super chat, man. Thank you so much. Tay, hello, everyone. New sub here. How you doing, Tay, son, kids? Tay's in the house. Thank you so much for subscribing. I'm sure you will find this content helpful as well, too, Tay. I appreciate you for joining us this morning. Kamal's in the house, coming to us from Japan, coming to us from Tokyo. My brother right here, another BH member, Patreon member of ours, getting it done. Just got his certification, and he got an accounting certification as well too, and he's doing MIS while he's in the military. Just grinding, man. This guy works 16-hour days, still taking classes, still gaining certifications, getting ready to get his PMP as well too. Kamal coming to us from Japan, Tokyo. Thank you for serving this country too, brother.